Hello and welcome to the Aniview interviews. I'm Lyzl, and today I'm here with Hardy from WhoIsYourAnime. So, can you introduce yourself a bit?
Hey everybody, this is Hardy from Who's Your Anime, and here I am having an interview with Lyzl. This is actually my first time interview with person to person. I mean, usually people usually have Q&A sessions with me, and I just answered the questions that they give me.
Mm.
And so this is my first time, so I'm pretty nervous.
Uh, don't be nervous. It's pretty informal. Just gonna ask you a few questions and just answer honestly. So, first
Okay.
question, as always with everyone, is what's your favorite series? And if you don't have a favorite series, then which one? What's one that best describes your taste in anime?
Okay, I'll try to describe my first three that I really like right now. The first one is Gonkotsuo, The Count of Monte Cristo.
Yep.
And second one is the recently reviewed Bubblegum Crisis 2040. And the third one, what was the third one? If I can't.
All right, that's fine. Uh, so you like Genkutsu. What about that one makes it one of your favorites?
Well, for one thing, it's had that one of the most visually amazing animes that I've ever seen. And for one thing, that it's probably like the first anime that I've heard that they've, used a non-Japanese storyline. You know, they used I forgot who was the writer for Count of Monte Cristo, but they used it from an outside, story
Well,
besides Jap.
I don't know if you know, but there's a Romeo and Juliet anime.
Oh
So,
yeah, I've heard of that actually. Yeah.
so I mean, but it is rare. You are definitely correct there. So, had you read The Count of Monte Cristo beforehand, before watching the show?
Well, no, not really. I actually saw the movie of The Count of Monte Cristo, and I really liked it. And it's a to tale of revenge, and I'm sort
Hmm.
of a sucker for those sort of stories.
Yeah, I recently watched it, and although we haven't reviewed it, so this is kind of spoilers or whatever, I really enjoyed the series. It did take me a while to get used to the art style, though. That is some out of this world art in that show. But I really liked the sci-fi elements they put into it, and it did have. I haven't read the book, but I know a friend who absolutely loves it, so I know the whole story, and he said that it's true to the story. However, they just put a big sci-fi twist on it, and they in the story there's much more of a focus on the Count instead of that boy. I forget his name right now, but it's all about the
Yeah.
Count. In this one, it's sort of like you're viewing the Count from the boy's perspective, so it's a little
Yeah,
bit different.
that's what I also thought too, because like in the movie, the Count of Monte Cristo movie, I mean most of the focus is on the guy who is about to become the Count of Monte Cristo rather than the boy,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah.
Was he a major role in the movie though, too, or was he just
Uh
there?
no, he was definitely a major role in the movie.
Okay, so
Wait, do you mean the boy or
the
the
boy,
Count?
yeah, the boy.
Oh, well, actually, sorry, let me rephrase that. I mean, the boy, well, you sort of meet him like halfway through the movie, so
Oh
I
wow,
mean, his
so
role
it's quite
is,
different.
yeah, yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's fine. And what about Bubblegum Crisis? Really made you love that one?
Oh man, actually, I will admit that I loved Bubblegum Crisis, but around the time I was watching My Buddha season 2, and that anime just totally killed me. And if you saw my review of My Buddha season 2, I just completely got pissed. And I just couldn't take it anymore. I mean, it's like, oh man, can anime get any worse, you know? And like, Bubblegum Crisis was sort of my savior.
Ah,
You know what I mean?
so but
Yeah, and
you still consider it a favorite regardless of it being at like a sort of rebound date sort of anime? Um,
yeah, definitely. I mean, like, I really love Bubblegum Crisis because this is one of those between the year 1990 and year 2000 animes, which I am like totally into. And one thing about the anime is, it's very futuristic and has these great strong female characters, which I'm also a sucker for as well. I mean, like, I like animes like that, especially ones that were done by Toshiki Hirano. And he did like animes like Devil Lady and Vampire Princess Miyu. They have like strong female characters, and they were really awesome. And same thing with Bubblegum Crisis. They had also some strong, interesting female characters. And I especially like this character named Pris. I mean, she is just awesome. I mean, she's a total rock chick, and there's just something about a rock chick beating up robots that is just awesome.
That's awesome. Have you? The only anime I can think of off the top of my head that reminds me of this is have you heard of Chico Harris of the Phantom Thief?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid not.
Oh, that's fine.
Sorry about that.
But it's just another series where it's a very very strong female lead character, and she just goes and kicks ass, and there's thievery and stuff. But yeah, I just was wondering if you had seen that one. It's not very popular, so I'm not surprised that you haven't heard of it. Um,
Okay.
all right, so next question here. From a reviewer's standpoint, what makes anime an intriguing medium to review as opposed to film, TV shows, books, whatever else it may be?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I guess the reason why. So basically, you're trying to ask why do I like anime so much, right?
And like, why did you decide to review it instead of uh, checking, like, doing reviews of anything else you're interested in or anything like that?
Well, originally when I started my first reviews on my old previous accounts, I mean, it was just originally I wanted to download animes into YouTube, and I'm like, back then I only had a CD-ROM computer, and I couldn't do it, and I had to use this portable DVD player, and I thought at first, it was silly, and it would totally take forever to put all video those animes in the show. But then I thought later, what if I reviewed animes, and it took me like 3 days to um, you know, like make me want to review animes. And then like I did, and my first review was Steel Angel Kurumi, and let's just say that review sort of sucked.
Mm.
And the reason why I decided to do anime was because I think around that time when YouTube was starting, there was rarely any anime reviews. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I reviewed animes? So I did, and that's how I started reviewing animes.
Yeah, definitely.
Pretty
Throughout your 5 year long career as an anime reviewer, was there any particular series or reviews that really changed your view on reviewing or just held special meaning to you?
You know why I said that Gankutsuo was actually my top number one, what'd you call it, anime that I
Yeah.
liked, was because I also reviewed that anime, and that was actually the anime that I reviewed that I really enjoyed. But this was like a long time ago, but that video is deleted now, and that really made me feel, reviewing that anime really made me feel like, I can say what I love about anime and what I really think of it. And, as not just an anime, but an artwork.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because I mean, if it's your favorite anime review, I definitely enjoy reviewing my favorite animes and whatnot. And it's definitely better to when you're reviewing to send a review of a thing that you can highly recommend to people, because then people comment back and say, "Oh, I went and watched it and it was amazing." Right? But if you say something's bad, it's just like, "Okay, I won't watch that then." The end. And yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
I
much
mean,
more fun to do the reviews that you really enjoyed. But you don't feel like a true reviewer unless you do the whole balanced, bad ones, good ones, and mediocre ones.
yeah, definitely. I mean, I've reviewed my fair share of good animes, bad animes, and god awful animes, and it just drives me nuts when I review the really bad ones, and like it's just aching to do those reviews. I mean, like my recent review of Ah My Buddha season 2. I mean, I just hated editing that video. I
Mm.
mean, every scene that I look in that anime, I just want to stab myself. Well,
Hmm.
more like not really, just well, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Sorry.
definitely. And no, I definitely, it sucks because you have to put a certain amount of work into every video and writing up the review, whatever it may be, the recording time. And if you don't like it, it really sucks to be doing that. But it's sort of, if you don't do bad reviews, then people will be like, well, he just likes everything. And so it does sort of suck. I do drop most of the worst series though. However, I think important bad reviews to do are ones that most like or a lot of people think are good for some reason or another, and then you can say that they're bad or whatever, because then you do a bad review but people actually care about, instead of random series no one knows about and happens to be really bad and I'm reviewing it. It's I've done those ones too, but the it really sucks to do those ones because no one cares. They go and watch it, they're like, okay, the series that I never planned to watch, I'm not planning to watch still. That's good.